Oh boy. Look, man. Look. Sometimes you just gotta say things just for what they are. Just for what they are. Passion is free. Nobody can charge you for passion. Nobody can tell you what passion looks like. Because that's all about you. Effort is isolated. The reason why effort is isolated, because nobody can dictate it. Effort is 100% in the mind. No coach, no player, nobody else can make you run to the ball. Nobody else can make you finish a tackle. Nobody else can do it. That's why it's the most isolated things in this earth right now. It's effort. And when you finally figure it out, how to win real battles, it's found through fundamentals. That's what wins championships. That's what wins battles. Blocking, tackling, until they get tired. Because you don't know what tired feels like. That's the only reason we do this.
Welcome to the postseason. Welcome to the postseason. This is a special edition of the NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. We're going to be talking about youth football for the whole show. I would love to talk about the other leagues. We're gonna test on, touch on it. But my phones was going off this week. Emails was going off. Texts was going off. When Big Apple dropped a playoff schedule. Now I was playing with it last week. I posted something on Facebook and I was playing with it. But I got a couple of calls and they better call in tonight because I told them, hey, stop using me to post your grievance. Stop using me. Call in tonight so it don't be just me saying it. So let's see those guys call in. Those guys is upset about the schedule, about the playoff schedule of Big Apple. I'm gonna start some trouble, but it's good trouble. This is it's good trouble. It's what it is. It's what it is. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the playoffs coming up, a little bit on the UTL Super Bowl coming up. These Metro North, I haven't heard anything from them as yet for our information. So if I can't cover you, if I don't got the information, very sorry about that. But we gonna do it. We gonna get right into it and get it going. A couple of coaches called me up. Uncle Milk, listen, man, I don't like how this playoff thing is sitting right here. I got the information. I was listening to the phenomenal Mike and Jay this weekend. This week. What was the Monday? Was it Monday night? I was listening to Monday night to see what they cover a little bit about because they do mostly Big Apple. Matter of fact, they do all Big Apple's content, far as games and things like that. So I try to not try to You know, I listen to what they do, and if I'm going to have a Big Apple thing, I try to do a little different. So I'm doing it a little different. Maybe I'm going to cover stuff they didn't cover. Hopefully, let's see it is. Yo, listen, phone lines is open, 718-873-2017. That's 718-873-2017. Now, Uncle Milk got something right. Feel free to call up. Put your comments in. Let's talk about it. It's Big Apple D1 playoff starts this week. If you was on their page, Big Apple page, the New York, the NYC page, those guys got it, so they put out the schedule and everything. Yeah, I got a little beef with that. I got a little beef with them dudes. I'm gonna say them dudes that run that page. I'm gonna say a little later on in the show the problems I got with them dudes that run that page. It seems like we just getting, it seems like it's a one-way thing going over there, but we gonna have to like kind of straighten it out over there. So let's get with it. I took a peek at it. It ain't gonna work. Mr. Executive Tyrone Franklin, that ain't gonna work, bro. Listen, I looked at it. Come on, man. You can't do that, man. You can't do that for the people in the middle. I smell Florida. I smell they. Oh, come on now. Y'all jockeying. Y'all gonna decide who goes to Florida? Y'all gonna decide who goes to Florida? We want to decide who's the king of New York first. Let's do that. Who's the king of New York? Yes, you got the best products and the best games. Don't do that to us. Don't do that to us. Don't shorten us out. I'm going to call you out right now. Don't shorten you now. Put you on that full of blank list. Don't do that. You're going to have to mix it up. You say you independent. I smell people positioning for Florida. That's what I smell. Let's make it look nice so, they can win or show. No, because if you place, you don't go to Florida. If you don't win your playoffs, you don't go to Florida. So let's make it interesting. Let's make it interesting. This is mine. And I took their list and I came up with my games that it should be. Joe, can you help me out? Can you put that 8U up? Put that 8U up on the screen. Now this is real because we're going to talk about this. This is something that you ain't going to get. So, okay. Don't do that. I don't even have the list. I try to ask for it. But if you go to their page and look at their playoff, it don't look like this. It doesn't look like this. This is a real playoff leading to the Super Bowl. This is how it's supposed to look. So if you want to put the Chiefs right in the North they should be 7-0, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't have the standards in the last standards. I asked for it. We going to the playoff. They ain't giving it to me. So call me up. That's like I said. If I got the record wrong, call me up. So you got the Chiefs. They at 7-0. Okay, they standing in the North, and then you got the South at maybe 6-0-1, right? So they in the North. They in the South. Chiefs in the North. So give them a bye. Don't have them play the weakest team. Let the teams battle it out in the first round. You got the Rangers, and I got question marks because I don't know, because they had the Renegades. I don't know what the schedule is. So they got the Renegades. It seems like the Freeport could be, if they won their last game, they could be 3-1. Or if Hempstead, which a question mark, or the Jets at 5, they could be 3-3, or 4-3, or 3-3. One of them two. We don't know because we don't got it. If it's wrong, tell me. You know what I'm saying? And you got Hempstead at, they could be 4-3-1, or they could be 3-3-1. Right? But they had the Renegades on their schedule, which they could be 3-2-1, or they could be 3-3-1. So if they let's say if they 3-3-1, Hempstead is 3-3-1, or somebody won a game, so you'll put them. And the Jets is since they don't got no, because I don't know, Jets could be, but if the Jets won a game, that's 6 games. Didn't they have 7 games? This is week 6 that I got here. The standings are week 6. So if the Jets won at their last game, they should be 4-2. That's 6. Renegades, if they won 4-3, that's 7 right there. Hempstead got 7. Some got 6 and some got 7. Can you clarify that? I don't know. That's why I got question marks. But getting back to that bracket, Queens play Freeport, Hempstead play the Jets. If the Renegades is in there somewhere, that's why the question mark, whatever how you do it. That's a playoff right there. Then the next round, now you got a chance. Now they got a chance to unseat the top guys. Not the top guys playing the week and you gotta battle it out with the that's not right. Don't do that. That's not right. That's not fair at all. I smell Florida. You can't set it up so those teams can look good in Florida. Win and play. This is how you do it to make it fair and impartial. Fair and impartial. The other way, I don't know. I got a question if you really, like you said, independent. I have to question it. If you really independent. This is why I say leagues got to be independent because they show their colors. They show who they favor. You can't do that. League can't do that, man. League just put the games out and whatever comes, we gonna crown the champions that produce on the field. You can't take it off the field and put it in some kind of, way that everybody looks good. Because the way you did D2, this, and that's another thing. All these D1 teams decimated the D2 that you got to change the name. It's crazy. If you see the records of the D2, the carnage that's left over is crazy. They ran through it. D1 ran through D2 like crazy. And then then some teams didn't play. Some D1 teams didn't play some D1 teams. I analyzed the whole thing. You can't do that, man. You can't do that. Hey, listen, UTL, wake up. UTL, wake up. This is the Big Apple thing now. All right? You're always saying I always picking on you guys. Always picking on you guys. Wake up. This is a Big Apple thing now. You coming up later. Pull up the 9U. 9U. This is probably the second hardest division playoff it can be. You can't, even though, you got 3 Jersey teams. Okay. But it is what it is. You got the Knights at 7-0 and Hudson County at 7-0 if that's what it is. Because I don't have, just like I said, I don't have the last games. And I couldn't get the information for some reason. Even the coaches that called up complaining. Yo, give me that. I don't know, man. Uncle Mill, I don't got it, man. You don't think I know, man, what y'all doing. Y'all call me up. Uncle Milt, man, listen, so. Nigga, you need to call in, man. Because they're going to make it look like I'm doing it. But, hey, I'm independent. This is what independent sound like. I can do it. I have no ties to anybody. All right? So you got Hudson County and the Knights, and then the Hudson in the north and Knights in the south. Now you got the Chiefs at number 3. The true number 3 is the Chiefs. Right? And they can play GA Gladiator. I don't know. I got question marks on them. The reason why I'm repeating, because how the records is. GA Gladiator can be 3-4, or they can be 3-4, or they could be 4-3. Either way, Queens Avengers could be 5-2, because they 4-2. I got it. It could be 5-2 or just like I said, 4-3. No matter what, how they go. That's why they question marks on it. Freeport could be same thing. They was 4-2. They could be 5-2 or they could be 4-3. So you put question marks, and this is what they put down. So you put question marks beside them because how the records is. Renegades, forget it. Who's in the South? T-Neck, forget it. Jets, forget it. You know, just like I said, the Jets could be 3-3, or they could be 2-4. You know, that don't make the playoffs. You know, like that. So you know, who knows? So I got the question mark, but this is the right way. You know, vengeance. You know, and they got a chance. The Chiefs got a chance to revenge that loss, which was good, which was a good game. They got a chance to avenge it and go to the Super Bowl. Same thing as the vengeance. Give those middle teams, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Give them a chance to go to the chip. Don't do that. Oh, y'all play each other crap. That's a bunch of nonsense, man. I don't like that. You got the best product in New York City. Act like it. Give us a good playoffs and Super Bowl, please. Put that 10U up. They said this is the toughest league. This is the toughest division, in the playoffs. The toughest. Let's make it more tougher. Let's make it more tougher. You got the Chiefs in the North at 7-0. Shout out to King Just, Mr. President of the Brooklyn Chiefs. All his teams went undefeated except 9U. Shout out to that. I think that's kind of like breaking history right now. Let's see if we can get them all to the Super Bowl and let's make some history. You know, shout out to them and the coaches and everything from the Brooklyn Chiefs. All right, so that 10U is up. So you got the Chiefs in the North, Show in the South. Now the Show could be where they at? The Show could be 6-1, or you know, or 5-2. You know, I don't know. I don't. Just like I said, I didn't get the schedule. So if you look down, you got the Tigers and the Show in the South, but they got the Show a number 1 seed. So I mean, what is that? Maybe the Tigers lost. If the Tigers won, the Show got the number 1 seed in the South because the Tigers got the same record unless they lost. I don't have the information. Call up Uncle Milk, tell me, did the Tigers lose? So they sunk to number 3. Then you got Hempstead. Hempstead, if they won their last game. I heard they won, so they 6-1. They 6-1, so they 6-1. And it depends. How do they go to 4th or 3? Depending on what the Tigers is. How did that work out? I don't know. They all got question marks. So, you know, this here is the battle. Right here. Tigers, Hempstead. You know, you got the Renegades, which had a decent season. They could have been 3-4 or 4-3. Then you got Elmont. The same thing. They could have been the same thing. 3-4 or 4-3. You know, it could have been anything. You know, you put them here. What else? GA. Is GA up there at 10? No, okay. It's just the Jets. I'm sorry, the Jets at 10U didn't work out. You know, they didn't make the playoffs. So, you know, this pretty look decent right here, the way the lineup is. But you got right here in the first round, you got a real setup that the second place team in the North and the second place team in the South in the seedings got a shot to go to the second round, which is going to be the better round. It's going to be the better round. The Tigers playing the Chiefs and Hempstead playing the Show. That's going to be a better round. Call me up if I'm wrong. Get that battling out. Battle North, play North, and y'all battling out. Then you're gonna put everybody place. Now that smell like Florida. That smell like setting it up for Florida. Who's the king of New York now? First, we want to support the team to go to Florida, but we don't want to set up. We don't want to position it. We don't want to make it like you positioning it right. Let me position it so they can show. No, if they don't win this playoff, they don't go to Florida. They don't win that second round playoff, they don't go to Florida. According to what they tell me, right? The winner of the Super Bowl and the loser of the Super Bowl goes to Florida. Everybody else is kick rocks, right? Let's see what they saying. So now it's a really battle here at 10U. It's a really battle at 10U. I'm not excluding the Renegades and the Elmont is the way, it's the way it fell inside of, the games. But you got a shot. You got a shot too. Everybody got a shot to play in the second round. These 4 teams. Give them a shot. Right? We're gonna throw up. We're gonna come back. We're gonna go to the break. We're gonna come back with 11U, 12U, 13U. When we come back, this Uncle Milk. Make sure y'all call in. If you got something to say, if I'm saying something wrong, call in. And those who call my phone and tell me to say this, call in. Call in and put your grievance out on the line like you call me about it. All right, it's Uncle Milk. We'll be back after the break.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is help required. Each of us helps one of us with this continuously cycle of support. We'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
NYC, we back. Yeah, I don't know. The Jersey teams that play in Big Apple, I don't know how it goes down to Florida, but when I'm talking about someone's representing New York, I'm a New York for New York thing, and nothing against Florida, nothing against Jersey. It's nothing against Jersey, man. They're good teams. I've seen Hudson County play. I've seen the Knights play at non-U. They're a very good team, man. It just be kind of like crazy to have 2 Jersey teams playing New York for a Super Bowl. All right, for a championship. I don't know. Maybe it's come on. So come on. There's only 3 New York teams: Chiefs, Queens, Avengers, and Freeport or whoever. Or maybe you throw the Renegades in it. I don't know. That's why it's question marks over there. So they'll tell me, but I'm rooting for a New York team. I'm rooting for a New York team to upseat, those Jersey teams that came over. Thank you. You came over to play in New York. Yeah, if you get the Super Bowl, then you're the king. You're the king of New York, I guess, at that division. Let's see. I'm shooting for the Chiefs, man. I'm shooting for the Chiefs, right? So this is about crowning the king of New York. That's what it's about. It's about crowning who is the team that we represent New York going to Florida. That's it. That's what it's about. Big Apple got a good product. Very good product, man. It's a good year, man. They gave us good football for the season. this playoffs. Come on, don't take a don't take a Ferrari and run it into the wall in the playoffs and the playoffs and Super Bowl. Don't do that, man. Don't do that to us. We want to see a good first round, good second round, and a good championship. That's the only thing that a league should be concerning if they're independent. Who cares? Who cares who representing Florida? We want the results on the field. We want it fair and impartial on the field. That's what I'm looking at this, and this is the closest to a fair and impartial playoffs. So we can really see who's the king of New York. Don't drop the ball now. Don't drop the ball now. Come on. Pull up 11U. Let's go. Let's get to work. 11U. Chiefs in the north at 7-0. Shows in the south. Man, where they at? Or it could be 6-1 or 5-2, but I'm assuming they 6-1, right? So all right, so that's good. GA Gladiators is oh, I'm sorry, it's 11. I'm sorry. The show could be 7-0, 7-0 or 6-1. So it's just if they 7-0. And then we got 11 up, right? It's the 7-0, and the Chiefs are 7-0. Okay, you got them at the bar, right? So you got GA Gladiators at could be 6-1 or 5-2. We don't know with the last game. So you got the GA Gladiators officially at the 3 position. So you got question marks if it at the 4. Is it the Knights at? It could be the Knights could be 5-2. Or Hempstead at 11U could be 5-2 or could be 4-3. So if that's the case, at 11U, GA Gladiators might have to be there at 3. Hempstead, the Knights, it could, just like I said, the Knights could be 5-2 or 4-3. The Hempstead could be 5-2 or 4-3, so that's why I put them both there at the 4. But whoever's there is there. At the 5 is Hempstead sitting. At the 5 is Freeport sitting alone. At if they 5-2, really, be honest with you, I'm looking at it. Depends who lost. Whoever lost, because you got the Knights could be 5-2 or 3-4. The Freeport could be 5-2 or 3. You know, depending on what that last game is like, you got the question marks there. Even Freeport is in there. That's why they all got question marks. So whatever it is, it is. But just like I said, any one of these teams, 11U, any one of these teams got a chance. You got the Jets there at they could be, I don't know why I got the Jets on there. Renegades could be, 2-3. Renegades could be 3-3, or, depending on what that last game is. Then you got the Jets. They could be 3-3 or 2-4, depends, If you're not 3-3, man, if you're not 3-3, that's 500. You shouldn't, anything below that, you shouldn't be in the playoffs. So it's done. But it's the way it is, man. So this is good right here. So let's see what happens. It's all about having a good second round. You got a good second round, you got a good Super Bowl. You can't do it backwards. You can't set up the Super Bowl and work back. You have to work from the first round, second round up. And base it on the results of the field. The results of the field, the score that's in your standings and everything. 12U, put 12U up. So we got 12U. Now this is a very interesting. You got the Chiefs at 7-0, and maybe the show is gonna be. It could be. I don't know. It's like I said. I don't know what the last game, but they could be 6-1 or they could be 5-2. Right? Everybody else, okay. So you got you have the show. Hempstead is shout out to Coach Dave, Coach Dylan. Shout out, great season, man. Shout out to those coaches. Hempstead, it could be, yeah, he's 6-1. He didn't lose. He's 6-1. Right? I got that. He's 6-1. So he's at 3. And then you got, see, this one it gets like kind of like, I don't know. So you got the Renegades, you know, they could be, just like I said, you got the Renegades in the north, they could be 4-2 or 3-3. Then you got the Gladiators, they got to sit at, I think they could sit at 5, right? The Gladiators could sit at 5. They could be 5-2 or 4-3. They're official 5. And then I added, because you got the Jets. See, if the Jets is 3-3, you can add them. If Renegades are 3-3, you can add them. But T-Neck is done. So I said put the Bombers in there. Because you done devastated the D2 division. They gone. They so devastated from the onslaught of D1 games. D1 came down there and just devastated the whole freaking league. I mean, the whole divisions from 8 to at least 12 done. Just finished them. So the only ones that had a decent record is the Bombers. And so put them in there. Just throw them in there because you got to consider what they did. They record is I'm looking at it. Their Bombers record could be 4-2 or it could be 6-1. I don't know. There was that 5-1 last time I checked, but I don't have the standards. And just like I said, I don't have the information. But I'm still gonna bring the story to you. I don't have the information for the last game. I called it up. I didn't get it. Right. So throw the Bombers in there. Just throw the Bombers in there. In the last, you could put them at 5. You could put them at 6. But there's no way because the teams that's below 500, like the Renegades, the Knights, the Renegades, Jets, should throw T-Neck in them. Those teams, it's no way. You just throw the Bombers in. They got a better record than them. I believe in seeing, you can't stay at D2 all your life. You got to come up. It's got to be a come up to D1. So the Bombers had a very good season, and their record shows it. I'll put them in the D1 playoff first round, see what they can do. Maybe they'll shock the world. They're the Cinderella. Let's do it. All right? Put up 13. It's the last but least on 13. All right? So we got 13 up. Right? So in the north, you got PST. They, just like I said, I don't have the latest information. They could be 6-1 or they could be 5-2. And then you got GA Glad. They could be 7-0 or they could be 6-1, depending on what it is. But they deserve to come out on top. PST in the north and GA Glad in the south. And then you got the show could be 6-1 or 5-2. They got the definite 3 spot. Now it gets interesting because in the north you got the Jaguars, right? Now I don't know. It gets a toss up. It could be if they got the same records. They got the Jaguars if they have a 5-2 or 6-1. They got the same record. So I don't know. You'll flip it 4-3 with the show. T-Neck is out. The Knights are out. Freeport, Jets are out. Freeport, you put them in. They could be 5-2, like I said, or 4-3. Renegades out. Elmont's out. So you got to put the Bombers in. The Bombers got a better record than the Jets, the Renegades, and Elmont. Very better record than Elmont. So you gotta throw them in. You can't do. But the only thing is in D2, it's the Steelers. It's the Steelers. They could be the Steelers could be 5-2 or 4-3 or 4-3. Now, what is the worst team in this bracket? Which at still you throw the Bombers. What's the Freeport could be? They could be the same thing. Jags, yeah. Sure, yeah. I don't know, man. The Steelers, the Steelers might have to take. To me, the Steelers might have to, but I know they have a. It's what it is. I don't know. I got to see what's up with the Steelers. I mean, who can you take out? The Freeport deserves to be there. The Jags deserves to be there. That's the two lowest. Everybody deserves to be there, so I don't know. But you got to put the Bombers in. I'll put them at 6 because they have a better record than the Renegades, Elmont. They got a better record in Freeport. They got a better record in Freeport. Let's see what happens. It's got to be a way up for organization from D2 to D to get to D1. It can't stay there forever. You got some teams that's good. It's got to be a one-up, and it's what it is. So and the way they were doing it, the D2, which is listen. Let me say this, man. I'm with all the kids, man. My program is with all the kids. I don't want to take away for what kids do, but when you got records like 1-4, maybe a 2-4, maybe 2. When you got records of come on. There's no coach. I don't believe you call me up and say I'm wrong. There's no coach that won't even think about some playoffs. And so, come on, what are you doing here, man? What are you doing here? What are you punishing the teams from? They already played the 7 games. And this is the results. Somebody got to go home, man. Somebody got to go home. It's what it is. Not you. Ravens 2-4. Cougars. Is it Cougars? 1-5. Silverbacks 1-5. Come on, man. Come on. Even if it was 2-5. Let's say they won a game. 2-5. Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing this for these kids? Is there any coaches that really want to coach this game? 10U. Bombers could be 2-5, or they 2-5, or they could be 1-6. You got them as a bye. Steelers is 0-5. They could be 0-6, or they could be 1-5. Tomahawk should be 2-4, or they could be 1. Well, how did that happen? Because I'm not counting 7 games here. I'm not counting 7 games. If they 1-4, and this was week 6, and the next week they should be if they 2-4, they or 1-5, that's still 6 games. Oh, wow. Got me on this thing, man. Ravens, they got to buy at, I got to do it, man. I got to report what I see, man. Honestly, I don't get it. 1-4, they could be 2-4. I mean, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? They got to buy. And the Silverbacks is, if they won a game, it could be 1-4-1, or they 0-5-1. This is depressing, man. This is depressing, man. Silverbacks, man. Five. Come on, man. What are you doing with this, man? I can't find this at 12U. You want to put the Bombers, okay? You put the Bombers and Tomahawks, the Chiefs, which could be 3-3-1. The Chiefs red against the 1-5. What is the end game here, man? You changed the name from D2 to what is it, 1AA? I don't know what the hell that means, but you had to change it. You can't get nothing out of this, man. The only thing that's in 13 is the Bombers and the Steelers, and that should be a Super Bowl. Right there. That might be a Super Bowl. Why are you putting the Ravens through this, man? Why are you putting the Ravens through this, man? I'm still waiting for the call back from the Raven coach, but I understand why you didn't call me back, man. I wouldn't call me back. I wouldn't call back. I asked him, is you really going to play this game? He said, I said, yeah, they told me to play it. No, I'm saying your opinion. I'll call you back, Uncle Bill. I get it. I get it. I couldn't answer that question either, man. Listen, somebody call in. Somebody call in. Joe, I don't know. You want to be the parent? No, we talking to the kids. No, serious. The last game. Let's do it this way. Let's do it this way. We got role play. Nobody called it in, so we got to role play this a little bit. The last game. Let me see the worst team. What's the worst team, man? Oh boy, it's the worst. Come on, I hate to do this, man. I had to do it, man. Please, I don't want to hit the. But listen, man. I only report what's out there, bro. I don't want people getting mad at me. But this is what they doing it. They can set in any normal settings. In any normal settings, these kids will be going home for the season is over, and these records. So don't blame me. Don't blame me that I'm doing it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to just role play what a coach would say to the kids, or a coach would say to the kids. Man, okay, guys, get on the knee. Man, we had I want to say, your guys really worked hard, and the thing is, our record is what our record, but we are glad that everybody is okay. Everybody's healthy. You know, we gave it out all. But we're going to get ready, for the playoffs. You have something to say, Mr. Johnson? We're going to get ready for the playoffs. And we want everybody to come to practice. No, I understand we lost every game, but we got to finish it out. Okay, finish it out. You gave us okay, I know we gave you 7 games. And we didn't win none of them. Or we won 1. I understand. But we got to finish it out. Well,
we got to test some of the championship.
No, we got to keep going, man. For what? Joe ain't playing. Joe ain't role playing. So I have to answer Joe. Joe ain't role playing this. Yeah, we gotta get ready. Practice is on Tuesday, and we gotta get ready for the playoffs. Any parents that got any questions? Any parents got any questions? Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.
I wouldn't know what to ask. I'm guessing,
Any parent, let me not smile. Any parent got any questions? Step up. Been a tough season, But we gonna go into this postseason, and we were just coming around, man. We was just coming around. I think we're gonna have our second win. Our second win, get our win in our sales, and we're gonna come and to this playoff game. And what I'll tell you this, man, who are we playing? Come on, Joe.
Who we playing?
Who we playing? Let me pick. Oh, damn. They got a schedule. Playing. Oh man, they got a schedule playing. Man, what I'm gonna do? Cause they're gonna get mad. Let me do this. Oh yeah, we the Tomahawks. We playing the Bombers at 6-1. We playing the Bombers, and yeah. So, then we lost to them. Yeah, well, we're gonna see what we can do. Maybe you never know. Any given Saturday, any given the ball would bounce and stuff. It's ridiculous, man. Come on, it's ridiculous. Let me get out of it. Joe ain't helping me. Let me get out of it. I know it's tough. It's tough, man. It's just no, because I don't want nobody coming at me, call me up, talking about I'm this for the kids. Come on, man. The kids play 7 games, 6 games. This is the result. Send them home. Let them get ready. Tell them all season stuff they need to get better on, and get ready for next spring. That's it. That's all it is, man. Come on, man. It's okay. It's okay. We can talk about the other organization, the other leagues. Scratch over the other leagues with they BS. We can talk about Big Apple with that. Come on now. That don't make sense, man. I can understand the other league because they struggling, but your guys got all the chips. Your guys got all the chips. You're the king of the hill. Y'all got the bet. Man, you had a great season. A real great season, real great games. All I'm asking for is not drop the ball right now. Don't show your colors. Don't worry about Florida. I know it's a setup to Florida. If the teams lose, maybe they shouldn't go to Florida. If they don't win their playoff, they shouldn't go to Florida. But don't make an easy road to Florida. Come on. That's like I said, the same teams go every year and get the same results. We don't need that. This right here, I'm gonna put it up. This right here is the key to getting impartial and a fair and impartial playoff and Super Bowl. Right here. There's people that support it. I don't know where they punk behind that now. They calling me up talking about do it. I did it. My phone ain't ring yet. But this is what they want. They just don't want to tell you guys. But this is what they want. This is what I want. This would be great. The phenomenal Mike and Jay, did y'all have a lot to talk about if it happens like this? Because anybody can go. Anybody can go. And if you place, if you're not winning and if you're not showing, you don't go to Florida. Then what happened? What happens? What happens if you get into the place? And what happens? We just don't go. Don't do this on us. Don't set it up. Oh, North, play North. And all the better teams are in the North. So you're gonna let them battle it out so they can come walking in the Super Bowl all scarred up. Come on now, don't do that, man. Don't spread it out. Spread that second round out so everybody can battle. So you can have a fair and impartial Super Bowl, and we can crown the king of New York like that. That's the fair thing to do. D2, I don't know. You have to chuck it up. I don't know about this one AA. You just made this up. I don't know what that means. And, I guess you call me tomorrow and tell me what that means. That's tomorrow. Call me now. I don't know what that means. That could be anything. It seems like it's a makeup. D2 has been decimated by D1. Decimated. There are more D1 teams play D2 teams. They didn't play each other yet. Why? I don't want to go into that. They know I'm right. Why? Why you decide to play a D2 team instead of playing a Division 1? Why? You got records like, come on, man. 7-0 and come on. I'm not saying it's not legit, but come on, man. If this stands up, if it stands up the way it is, You can fix it about adjusting the playoffs. You can do it right now. Milk, we going to take your motto. And that's it. And now we see. Now we see if Big Apple is independent. Let's see. Because my opinion is no league should be worrying about their Super Bowl. Don't worry about your Super Bowl. The Super Bowl is going to be the right team that perform on the field and got the right results. That's a fair and impartial right there. Then the Super Bowl would be great. Because you got to make these playoffs great. Can't fix them up and have, come on, man. You got these. They got it online, man. I ain't even freaking print it out. It's all crazy. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable, So that's it. Let's go to a break. Come back off the break. I got to change topics and move on to some other things that I talk about.
A community fundraiser. Each of us helps one of us. Think of a community hit with an epidemic that created financial devastation, massive unemployment, housing problems, and food shortages. To help the community to weather the tough times ahead, we must pull our resources together and create a cycle of funding. A one-time resource is Help Required. Each of us helps one of us. With this continuously cycle of support, we'll relieve the burden off of you, the individual, with the help from the community. To join our community, email us at eachofushelpsoneofus@gmail.com. Leave your name and date of birth, and we'll send you the instruction video.
To create a perfect student athlete, you must enhance these attributes: mind, body, and soul. In other words, education, fitness, and nutrition must be a part of your life. And it starts right here at the New York City Youth Sports Initiative.
Here's 5 ways to support NYC Youth Sports Podcast Show. 1. Push the subscribe button, like it, and leave a comment. 2. Donation. What you can. It will be appreciated. 3. Promote what you're doing or your kid's achievement in youth sports with our $10 on-the-screen ad spot. $10 per show or $30 a month. 4. Share this podcast show with others on social media. 5. Buy our show's apparel on Amazon.com. Thank you for your participation.
We're back, NYC Youth Sports Podcast. I got that out of my system now. I want to give a special shout out to the Brooklyn Saints. They went over to UTL and they did what they're supposed to do. All their divisions are 9, 12, and 14 is in the chip. Good luck for them. And shout out to them. Coach Angel, Coach Sean, and those guys. Shout out to them. To those guys, and good luck with them in the Super Bowl. I haven't heard anything from any playoffs, anything from Metro North, so I can't mention them or anything, so I didn't hear that. Upstate, they having an event, and Joe is queuing it to put it online, and, they're having an event. I think it's a Super Bowl event. If you upstate in Central New York, it's called the annual championship game. Central New York Elite, AYF present. Put them up there. I just saw it. I don't know where to go. I'm trying to find it. I'm trying to find it, see where it went. But hey, it's up there. Coach Brown up there, the president of the Syracuse Wolves, against RC. Is that RC or RG? RC Elite? I don't have it in front of me. CG Elite?
Elite Eagles.
Eagles? Yeah. Yeah, let's see what's going on that. That's at the 30th, which is this weekend. This Saturday. I think it's Saturday. The 30th is Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, Saturday 30th is at the Marine Auto Stadium in it's like in Rochester, it looks like, But go support them. I'm gonna put it on the the New York site for those who's up there. Call in, tell me the results, man, and everybody good luck. There's all good teams, and I wish them luck. Just like I said, it's postseason. It's time to play. Time to see who is the best. Who is the champion of this year. And the only way you can tell that is on the field. You can't position people in place, because when that ball bounces, you never know what might happen. Nothing is guaranteed, but just whatever it is, let it be. Let it be. All right? Shout out to the Jamaica Bulldogs at 10U. And 11U. They're going to the chip. Shout out to them. UTL chip. Shout out to the Long Island Renegades. They going to the chip at 11U. I don't know. I'm just getting the bits and pieces in, because I don't get nothing from them. So shout out to them. Wolfpacks at 8U. Shout out to them. They going to the chip. I think they championship game. I've read something real quick in Canarsie. I don't know which day it is, but it's this week in Canarsie. They championship. They had a playoffs. I don't know. I'm not touching it, but it was what it was. I'm just shouting out. I'm shouting out to the people who show me love, who respect the platform and show me love. So shout out to them. If any, I don't know. I can't come to mind of anybody else. Metro North, just like I said, I hear nothing from them. So it is what it is. Pretty much it, man. Pretty much it. I'm looking through it, nothing else. But just like I said, man, it's gonna be a good playoffs and Super Bowl and Big Apple if they do it the way that's been designed to do it. You're doing it the other way, I'm telling you right now, it's not good. We want to see good football. They've been giving us good football all year, especially when they had their D1s playing D1s. It was good. The other stuff, the way they did it is to people. Listen, man, I'm going to say this, man, about people who do schedules. Right? You know, the leagues that, I don't know who decides it, one person decides or whatever to do schedule. This is how you can tell. This is how you can tell if they really independent, if they really for all the kids, if really for all the teams that represent them underneath their banner for this year. Because nobody owns teams. The teams could be in your league one year and they could be in the next league and next year. And sure, there's some leagues that's going to lose teams. There's going to be some leagues that gains teams. So there's no loyalty to. There's no loyalty to an organization. This is why a league has to be independent because they don't have to. I don't have to be. I'm loyal to everybody. You're in my league this year. I'm loyal to anybody. So if you do the schedule, it's got to show it. The schedule has got to show it. The schedule got to be impartial. You got to give everybody a shot. Everybody a shot to have a chance to win. And if you do that, you sleep good at night, you good. You know? We the only independent sports show, the youth sports show in the city. We the only one. We don't, we ain't bound by nobody. We gonna speak it. And if we tell the truth, we gonna tell it. If we tell the truth, we tell the truth. And if we got it mixed up, we apologize for it. Oh, we get my bad. But we not lying. We not lying when we got a phone line open. Where you go any show that a phone line is open and tell you to call up. Call me up. If it's wrong, call me up. 718-873-2017. Call me up. And if you don't call me up, that means that I'm right. I'm right. Because you're not calling up to dispute it. Nah, I ain't messing with Uncle Milt, man. He just throwing stuff out. No, if I'm throwing stuff out there, call me up and say I'm throwing stuff out there. It's the next question they don't want to answer. It's the next question. That's what they don't want to answer. Nah, Milt got it's a possibility I probably do got a trap. But it's what it is, man. I'm the media, But I don't want you to think that I'm picking on you. My loyalty is to my listening audience. And my listening audience, and people have called me up, even though they're a coward. They don't want to call up and say, yo, Milt, I'm with you on it. But that's cool. At least they call me up and complain. They treat me like, that cereal commercial, Mikey, give it to Mikey. He'll tell Uncle Milt the story. He going, but I don't, I know what's going on, but I pick and choose. Because I know some people call me up with some BS, and I'm not repeating it. I'm not repeating that. That's over with. There's some stuff that's just finished. That story is finished. I don't want to open up another wound on that story. It's done. It's done. Right? I got some news in UTL and I almost forgot about this. UTL and Metro Norfolk is going to be battling out that who goes to Maryland for the regionals. We're waiting to hear for that. They're going to be battling out. And then they go to Maryland. I want to know what happened to them Jersey teams. What happened to them Jersey teams? Where Big 21 is going. Where Big 21 is going. I think they all meet down in Maryland for the regionals before they go to Florida. And I said, if you don't win, you're not going to Florida. So let's see what Metro North. We do got some crossovers, some real crossovers that count. Metro North and UTL will be battling out for the first round of regionals in AYF. So look out for that. I'm going to bring that to you and see what's going on. We'll follow those and see what's going on. See who's the king of New York with that in that division. Big Apple goes straight to Florida. So it's what it is. There's no in between. They go right to Florida. But this is why them playoffs is very important to me because y'all don't, come on. We already know there's no need to talk about the other people's stuff because at least they're going to play each other. in the regionals, but you guys go straight to Florida. That's why I really like. Come on. This is the king of New York right here. Don't strategic us like you setting up the chess. You setting up the chess game to win. Stop. Put everything back in its right place and let's play evenly, and let's respect the results on the field. I like that. We had some good games. I like this year. Shout out to the Staten Island Hurricanes at 12U and the Brooklyn Chiefs at 12U. Great game. Hudson County at 9U and Chiefs at 9U. Great game. Hempstead at 12. Chiefs at 12. Great game. What was the next one? There's another one that was a great game. That's what we want to see. Yeah, there's only one. Yeah, it was only one that was north and north. There's only one that was north and north. It could have been the Knights. It could have been the Knights at 9U, but it would have been still a great game. You could have gave us that. So, I don't know. Hudson's supposed to be in the South anyway. Hudson is in Jersey. Hudson's in Jersey, and if you're gonna put Hudson in the North, listen, man, I'm not going for that stuff. It was a great game, North against South, because Hudson should have been in the South, according to the geographical, like the way you set it up. You can't say, "Oh, we did it because we want Long Island and Brooklyn and Queens. They all be in one bracket. Then we want, and then certain divisions because it's where." Come on, stop. Let's make it wrong. Let's make a right wrong. Let's make a wrong right. We good. Let's not keep it like that. So, yeah, I stretched it out. We have no guests. I wanted to just do that, so I didn't book no guests. Next week we booking a guest. So, getting back to normal. See what it is. I didn't decide to go out. I didn't decide to know what game I'm going to, but somebody called me and invite me out to their game. I will come. I'm not making no predictions. All I'm saying, I want to see a good game. I want to see the first round good. I want to see the second round excellent. And the Super Bowl superb. That's what I want. I'll be there for that. We don't want the same players going to the same place every year and getting the same results. Let's get some new people. This is why Big Apple got a good product. They got a good product, is what it is. Let's not drop the ball at the end. Let's not drop the ball. Let's make it happen. All right? You still got time. But we don't want it to be the same way. Come on. This way is the good way. All right? I'm out of here, man. I don't got nothing. I didn't check my paper. I don't got nothing. I'm tired today. Anyway, so it's been a long day for me. So it's a short show. Whatever. Uncle Milton, we out. See you next week. God bless. And let's see where it goes. Let's see what happens.
Oh boy. Look, man. Look. Sometimes you just gotta say things just for what they are. Just for what they are. Passion is free. Nobody can charge you for passion. Nobody can tell you what passion looks like. Because that's all about you. Effort is isolated. The reason why effort is isolated, because nobody can dictate it. Effort is 100% in the mind. No coach, no player, nobody else can make you run to the ball. Nobody else can make you finish a tackle. Nobody else can do it. That's why it's the most isolated things in this earth right now. It's effort. And when you finally figure it out, how to win real battles, it's found through fundamentals. That's what wins championships. That's what wins battles. Blocking, tackling, until they get tired. Because you don't know what tired feels like. That's the only reason we do this.